Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. This episode is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use code HODGE, just my last name at checkout, and you'll get $20 off your tickets. This is for first-time orders only, so if you made the order through SeatGeek before, just make a new account, guys. You can still use the code HODGE, save $20 off any ticket for any event in the entire world. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to jump into this episode of WWE News and Rumors with the first not happening, because there's no confirmed news stories. Because literally, it's Christmas week. No one's working right now. There's nothing happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, go get those juice boxes out. Get those juice boxes ready. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So, the first rumor of the day is going to be about Charlotte Flair. Now, this one is, out of everything on this list, probably the one that's most likely true. So, Charlotte Flair is injured. She has to have surgery. And her surgery is actually scheduled now. So, this is just like kind of an update about this. This is borderline like being a confirmed news story, but it does have a rumor side of it. So basically, she's had her surgery scheduled for January, like literally a few weeks from now. She'll be having that surgery. But as far as being medically cleared, ready to get back in the ring and wrestle once again, when's that going to be? Right now, it's looking around October 2024. So this is the rumor bit. Charlotte Flair will be returning to WWE in October of this coming year. And I absolutely hate the injury. Injuries absolutely suck. I wish her the best of luck with everything. It's going to be a journey, but she'll be back in the ring doing her thing very, very soon. All right, the next rumor is about WWE Contracts. So right now, there's really not a lot going on, guys, because everyone is pretty much on, like, I don't want to say vacation, but everyone is on like a holiday leave right now in WWE. Like Triple H and powers that be at WWE have been running things a little bit differently this year. Normally, you would work the week of Christmas. Sure, you're going to have Christmas Day off. As long as it doesn't fall on a Monday or Friday, you're going to have Christmas Day off. But for the rest of the time, you're going to be working. But this is actually a bit different this year. Triple H has actually gave like the wrestlers quite a while off, like way over a week, borderline 2 weeks off. So there's not a lot going on. Corporate side of WWE, behind the scenes of WWE, as well as like wrestling WWE. Like the SmackDown this past week was pre-filmed. It actually didn't happen last night. It was been filmed like over a week ago. So that was an update about that. But yeah, everyone's off right now, so there's really not a whole lot going on. But nonetheless, there is a little bit that's been going on behind the scenes, like in the past week when they were working. So this is about WWE Contracts. So they're actually trying to sign like everyone to a new WWE contract right now, or like if the contract is coming up, they're trying to renew everyone's contract into a new contract, but it's more like a TKO contract because the contract's not with WWE anymore because WWE does not exist really. I mean, it does exist, like it's ran by a different thing, but as for the parent company thing, everything's just different. But basically, TKO has already signed a lot of wrestlers whose contracts were coming up to new deals. I got a little bit of a list here. So they signed Cody Rhodes this past October to a new deal. We got Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio with new contracts. We got Charlotte Flair with a new contract. We got Bayley with a new contract. And they're working with new contracts for everyone. They want multi-year contracts, and they're offering the wrestlers a lot more money because there's a lot more money to go around. And also, they don't want them to be free agents and be bought up by like another wrestling company, AEW, or any other wrestling companies out there. And I don't want to say AEW because AEW is not really, I don't think, looking for new talent that much right now, considering AEW is really jam-packed with a lot of wrestling talent right now. They really don't have room for everybody. But basically, they don't want the wrestlers leaving and going somewhere else. They want to keep them in the WWE. So they're offering them more money to stay with longer deals, which kind of shadows what they did before. But there's the money going around right now. We're not going to have budget cuts and start firing people just so we can pay wrestlers more money. That's not happening now. There's plenty of money to go around now. I mean, there was plenty of money before. They were just stingy about it. But things are really ran a lot better now, I believe. So, yeah, they're offering new contracts to a lot of wrestlers. New deals are coming up that list. And they're also working on more wrestlers as they come up. Well, those were just like the ones that were coming up fairly soon. So, yeah, new contracts. Yay. Okay, so speaking of contracts, let's get into this, guys. So we're going to talk about Sasha Banks now. And I was just jumping this right into this. So Sasha Banks, there's rumors, WWE, Sasha Banks, is she coming? We talked about this in the last episode of this show. So Sasha Banks is going to be a free agent. She was going off of an injury now. She's getting ready to get back in the ring. We're talking Royal Rumble time. WWE, is it happening? I don't know. So Sasha Banks' asking price to pretty much be signed to a company, WWE or elsewhere, is actually more than Charlotte Flair's brand new contract, which she just now got through the TKO group, which is a massive deal, and reportedly probably the biggest women's wrestling contract in the world. It's probably the highest paid women's wrestler ever for this contract. It's a crazy contract, and Sasha's asking price is apparently more than this. Now, I don't think it's on purpose or anything. She's not looking at like Charlotte's contract and being like, I want that, but more. I don't think she was looking at that. I think she's like coming up with a number in her head, and this number just happened to be more than their most expensive deal. So is WWE willing to pay this? Is Sasha Banks worth this much money to the WWE more than anyone else on the entire women's roster? Honestly, probably not. I mean, she left out of creative disputes and whatever. They should have done something with it then. But is she worth that much? Has she raised her value that much since she left the WWE? Because when she left the WWE, she left as a tag team champion. She didn't leave as the women's champion. I mean, has she really elevated herself that much? I really don't know. I don't think they're going to get her in paying her the most out of any woman on the entire roster. But I do believe they will pay her millions of dollars to return to the WWE if she is interested. And if it's happening, I believe it's happening at the Royal Rumble. Now, this is a total wait-and-see situation. I'm a Sasha Banks fan. I've always loved Sasha Banks. Probably, like I used to say, she's my favorite women's wrestler on the roster, you know, like a few years ago or whatever. So Sasha Banks, I'm a big fan of her returning. But as for the crazy asking price, I don't think so. And of course, this is an asking price. This isn't her like minimum price that she'll do. It's just what she's going to start the negotiations at. So we'll just see where it goes. But you never know. Sasha Banks, Royal Rumble, very well could happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is actually it. This is the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing we talked about inside this episode of WWE News Rumor. So this is about none other than MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, the current AEW World Champion. Why in the hell are we talking about this guy inside WWE News? Okay. So MJF, there's a weird line with this guy where you can't tell what's real and what's kayfabe. It's how wrestling used to be. MJF, he keeps it alive. So basically, he's the current AEW World Champion. His contract with AEW reportedly, from him, is coming up January 1st. Odd. But also, it's literally coming up January 1st. He's still the champion. Okay, no, that would not happen. That's not how wrestling works. Like, if someone's contract's about to come up, they're not going to keep the championship on them. They're going to drop the championship like months before the contract comes up. Or they were going to work out an extension or something. And there's rumors going around MJF's contract was extended all the way back in 2022. So this contract reportedly, okay, this was a 2019 contract. There's a 5-year contract. Comes up January 1st of 2024. So his contract will be coming up, which means he will be free for the Royal Rumble. So this will put MJF Royal Rumble. So do I think MJF will ever be in the WWE? Hell yes. MJF is coming to the WWE. It is happening. But is it happening in 24? What's the deal with his contract in AEW? Is it the extension? Of course, MJF's dream or goal. Every wrestler's goal is to be in the WWE, right? It's every wrestler's goal. So is the guy coming to WWE right now is the bigger question. Right now, I don't think so. I think it's a total work. I don't think there's an ounce of truth to his contract coming up on January 1st. He's still going to be in AEW, where he still wouldn't be the champion in my mind. So MJF in WWE, I think it might happen in like 2025 or something like that. But as for this Royal Rumble, literally in a few weeks, I don't see it happening. But you never know with wrestling. Weird things happen all the time. CM Punk is the most recent crazy example of this. So absolutely, we will just have to wait and see. So there you guys have it. That's going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Let me know your thoughts and all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your one and only undisputed king of vlog. Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.